All right, guys, welcome to the last video in the series about the E-Myth Revisited. Let's touch on a couple of the topics and the big ideas coming out of this book and what I think the real take-home message is at the end of the day. So we already looked at kind of the three categories of people that go into business, especially people like us, clinicians who are good at what we do. We want to provide the kind of services that we believe our patients deserve, and we figure the only way for us to really do that is to go into business for ourselves. So we've got the technician. That's where most clinicians spend most of their time, in the role of the technician. The technician is the person who delivers care. The technician is the person who does the work. If you remember what I said about Seth Godin, he would equate the technician to the freelancer. You only get paid when you're working. Then you've got the manager. The manager is the person who is the go-between between the entrepreneur and the technician. The manager makes sure all the systems are in place and everybody's following the culture of the clinic, of the business. The manager has people that he trains, she trains, guides, directs. And then of course you've got the entrepreneur. And so the entrepreneur is the person who creates the business. The entrepreneur gets paid while they sleep, while they work, while they're away, while they're here. The entrepreneur is essentially the artist who is creating the company from zero. And the work of the entrepreneur typically goes unrewarded from the beginning, but then is hugely rewarded once the project is up and running. The work of the technician gets paid from the minute they do the work, but then when the work stops, they're no longer getting paid. So it's that whole kind of, what phase in your life are you in right now? Do you have the ability to put time in that's not going to get paid initially, but have great returns in the future? Or are you in a position where, no, I need money right now. I need to see patients right now. I need to get paid right now because I have student loan debt, I have a mortgage, I have a car payment. You know, we refer to that as kind of the golden handcuffs. Like, you put everything in to becoming a clinician, but you've invested so much time, money, and effort that you can't get away from it. And so there's absolutely some challenges in that situation. I recently shared a video talking about, asking the question, is it worth becoming a therapist in 2020? I'll see if I can kind of get a card for that video right up here. But the take-home message is, once you understand, are you a technician, are you a manager, are you an entrepreneur? Once you understand the different levels of the cash flow quadrant, and we didn't discuss that very much. I'll see if I can go back and get a video on that. But I changed that into a pyramid. So the pyramid is, you've got the employee level on the bottom. It's the biggest part of the pyramid. It's the foundation. You can't build anything above without having that level there. Then of course you have the self-employed, the business owner, and the investor. I'll go back and make that video because I just realized I didn't do it, and I'll put that in the card right up here above. But the whole idea is, once you understand what's your role, where do you want to be? Once you understand the cash flow and how that works, now you can start to make that switch. And probably the number one concept to take out of the book is, you have to understand, are you working on your business, or are you working in it? And of course you're always going to do both. I mean, the reality is you can't have a business without working in it also at some point. But if you don't protect your time to work on your business, you really don't have a business. You just have a job. And that goes to say that not everybody should have a business. Not everybody is, passionate and wants that for their livelihood. A lot of you would just make amazing clinicians, the best clinicians in the world. And if that's your goal, pursue it. Allow somebody else to build a platform. I've got this clinic, right? We have 2 clinic locations here in Ohio. When we grew to 5 locations across 2 states. My job is to build a platform. This business is the platform. If I found a therapist, and I do, I've got amazing clinicians on my team, but as I find therapists who don't want to be business owners, don't want any of the creative side of business, they want to focus all of their time and energy on patient care and becoming the best possible clinician they can be, my business is their platform for success. Yeah, my business is my platform, but it's also my staff, my team, the clinical staff, the administrative staff. We have spun off 2 fully independent billing companies that were born right here in my business. We've spun off at least 3 physical therapy clinics that I know of that were born right here in my business. You know, this business isn't just about my well-being. It's a launching pad for the success of the staff and the team members who are here. So I know it's kind of a mindset shift. It's like all you read and all you see in so many of the groups is this animosity between staff and owner, and the staff thinks the owner is getting rich and the owner thinks the staff is taking advantage, and all this anger. But the reality is, when you find those clinics, those practices that understand what business they're really in, I understand that as an owner, my business is taking care of my team, giving them the tools, the resources, the training to allow them to move on. I don't expect somebody to be a PT for me for 20 years. I expect them to come in, develop, grow, improve, and then when they're ready to leave or take the next step in their career, I want to be able to be there to support them. But you know, that's not convention. That's not the way we're raised. That's not what my dad used to say to me. I think we're still kind of stuck in that old mindset of you're the employee, you're the owner. Your job is to produce, your job is to take advantage, right? And that's just not the way it is. So guys, let me wrap this up. Go check out the book, E-Myth. If you are already subscribed to the channel, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. That one little click of the button means the world to me right now as I'm trying to grow and reach a larger audience. But I also have kind of a special gift for you. Look in the video description below. There is a link to the E-Myth PDF version. Now, it's not my book. I just found the link, but I'll share it here. If you guys can get access to it, that's awesome. You can also listen to the E-Myth Revisited on YouTube. I used to listen to it on my commute to work. I just play it through YouTube and I wouldn't watch the video, I just listen to the audio. Either way, but I would still encourage you to go to Amazon, use the affiliate link below and buy the book, because there's just something powerful about having that paper in your hand. All right, guys, I appreciate your time. I'm going to let you go. If you have questions, post them below. I'll talk to you on the next video series. I'm going to do another book review in about a week. I'll talk to you then.